To add the WebEx tool link to your course, you're going to go into the course you want to add the tool link to and go to Content. Once you're in the Content area, you can add a module. So you're going to scroll down to the bottom left and type in WebEx Meetings. Click Enter. And now you have a module titled WebEx Meetings. To add the tool link, you're going to click on Existing Activities and scroll down to External Learning Tools. Click on External Learning Tools. This will open up another screen, which you're going to scroll to the bottom of and find the WebEx ERI tool link. Click on WebEx ERI. This is the link to WebEx. Now you need to go in and set up the WebEx tool link. So click on WebEx ERI to enter it. Once you're in here, you're going to go to the setup panel and click on virtual meetings to add it at the top. The other important thing is the authorization. If it says authorized, you're all set. But if it does not, if it says authorize and you have a blue button, you're going to have to scroll down here, click on the blue button. It will open up a second window, which is authorizing the use of WebEx. Click Save at the bottom to authorize the use, and then it will say authorized and be grayed out. Once you're set up there, you click on your virtual meetings here, click on Apply, and it'll say Success Features Added Successfully. Once that's been added, you can go here to your virtual meetings and set up your first virtual meeting. To set up your virtual meeting, you're going to click on this blue New Meeting button, and you're going to title your meeting. So I'm just going to call it Monday Meeting. Could be Monday, Wednesday, whatever you want to call it. And then always top to bottom, left to right. So at the top here, we put in the title. Then we're going to pick our meeting date. I want the first meeting to be this coming Monday, the 10th. And I want to change the time to 9. Make sure you pay attention to whether it's AM or PM. Check the correct box there. Click Done. And then your meeting time duration. So I'm going to say 1 hour here, 0 minutes. If it only goes for 40 minutes, that's okay. Just give it the expectation of the time that could be spent together. And then here you have meeting, trading, or event. Meeting is fine because we have a small, less than 50. Training or event would be for much larger numbers of people. And then you can do a recurrence if you'd like. So I'm going to choose weekly, and I want to do every week on Monday. And the default is to do 10 meetings. If you want to change the end date, you have to physically click on this box here first, then open up, and maybe I want to make mine go until the 15th. Make sure you check the time because it does default to a different time. Change that to 9 a.m. for my last meeting date and time, and click Done. So just make sure that box is checked and that it's not on this 10 meetings. There are some advanced options in here. If you want to allow guests to join the meeting, you could send them the link. You could also opt for guests to have to wait in the lobby until you admit them, or that guests cannot join the meeting. And then you can also lock the meeting after a certain amount of time if someone's late, just like not letting someone in a classroom, I would suppose. And then you can also option here to automatically start recording when the meeting starts. Just be mindful of what you have open on the screen when your meeting does start. Once you have your settings the way that you'd like them, click on Create Meeting. And sometimes I get this cannot convert undefined or null object. I think that has to do with the 0 minutes. Disregard that. If you go back to setup in virtual meetings, just click away from it. It will show that it did successfully set it up. And I'm just going to check my dates and times that I'm happy with them. Very important, when you start the meeting, you want to start it from Brightspace, not from WebEx. So always come in through your course, go into Content, and start it here. You can also reorder where these are. So these 8 dots, that turns into like a compass here. You can move this up so it's easier for your students to find the module. When you're ready to start, you're going to click on WebEx ERI, and then you're going to click on this green start button. Your students will have a join button instead of a start button. Do know that if you delete one of these, it will delete everything out. So just be aware of that, that if you delete something, it's best just to tell your students, we're not meeting next Monday, and just leave the link in there, and hopefully they'll understand that. The other things that you'll have available, if you do the recordings, they'll show up here, and the students will be able to access them if they didn't make the class for some reason. And then you've got past meetings will show up here, upcoming meetings will be here, and then just enter by clicking on start. And that's it.